All right, y'all. So I'm here for episode 4 and I'm super excited. Okay. Now, everybody has already, seen who's coupled up with who, what's going to happen, whatever the case is. I don't think they quite got into the ages yet. But, you got the host Viall and his wife. They're getting ready to, let the people know what the next phase is of this whole experience, right? And can I just say, I just want to highlight something as I'm going through this. I just feel like Viall is so uncomfortable. And I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not, but the wife is the one doing most of the damn talking. She seems to be somewhat of a natural, not really natural, but she's coming into her element. Whereas him, who always be ready to overtalk and got stuff to say on a damn podcast, he over here a little hesitant. Okay? It seems like he's getting a bit uncomfortable. Am I the only one that's seeing this? Y'all let me know. It ain't that big of a deal, but it's just something that I noticed that I wanted to highlight as I'm talking about it. Because I'm like, why he standing over there looking a little like, he been like that ever since he got on the screen. He a little nervous. Like, why? You sit on the screen where you at, but I guess it's a little different, honey, when he's in a controlled environment. And once you step outside of that environment, it could be a bit different. But leave your thoughts on that. Let's get into more. So everybody going around revealing their age, and I like it. But can I say that Chris ass is the one that looks 38 and Andrew is the one that looks 26? Hello? Okay, or is he 27? Whichever age it is, Andrew looks, his facials, his appearance looks closer in age to Libby, right? But I guess, child. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Libby, she not going that far. Libby is not going that far. Libby said, "Am I afraid of a commitment?" Maybe. She says, "Am I afraid of commitment ceremonies?" Absolutely. Okay, so listen, my girl just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. That's all that's going on. All right, now, Libby, don't be up here wasting nobody's time. But at the same time, girl, we talking about Andrew. I feel like Andrew is up here to waste her time just the same, okay? That's just what I thought. I got to say this. I've got to say this. Them getting these small-ass apartments, it's like it's enough moving in with a person that you don't know like that. But then I feel like, and the heat is on, right? The pressure is on. But to put them in a also small, confined-ass apartment is going to make it that much more in my personal, okay? Child production, y'all are wrong for this. BIT Jorge is a whore. I'm sorry. Jorge is a manipulator. Okay, I don't really like how he said what he said. Period. I don't care. So he over there talking to Viall, and he's saying that I want to hear more about your sister, your family, and all of that. She's like, well, it's a total of 5 of them. I think she's a middle child. She's concerned about her other middle sister having an issue, but once they see that she loves him and cares about him, they ain't gonna give a damn. And it's like, girl, why are you lying to yourself? But aside from that, right? Jorge says, we talked about a lot of stuff, but we haven't talked about this. I have 2 kids. Now, granted, he ain't even tell her the age of the 2 kids. So she already like, right? Because I think she's thinking about her having to be a stepmom to these kids. In all honesty, her reaction gives she does not want children. And that is so okay. Which is why he probably he probably was a better option when it came down to kids versus Justin. Right? And so he's like, I see your face. What's your reaction? And it's like, bro, put all of it out there on the table. Like, why are you just giving her a little bit? I have kids. What you think? You cool? Like, put it all out there. Okay, but let me tell you the age of my kids. My kids are going to be, like, just put it all out there. So, of course, she's over there calling out the fact that we was over there in the promise room. And the time that you had to talk about kids, you didn't bring up yours. All right. And he said, well, I didn't think it was the time to say it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like you feel me? I just feel like if you could get past the age, you can get past anything. My kids are not a factor. Like hell, they're not. Like hell, they are not. I don't like that. That just going into a relationship like that is just like, come on now. Come on now, sir. Because I feel like he knew she was going to say no once she learned maybe the age of the kids. And maybe she wouldn't have said no. But why would you withhold that? Like, just say it. Like, what? And then trying to sit up here and play in her face. I feel like if you can get past the age, you can get past anything. You can no, sir. Baby, she clocked his tea. She clocked his tea. When she sat up there and said, when I told you about celibacy and I was a bit antsy about telling you that, you sat up there and told me there was nothing that I didn't have to be afraid to tell you. Like, I can tell you anything. We can talk about everything. And so now I feel the same way when it comes down to them kids. I know that's motherfucking right. I know that's right. With your manipulating ass. Sir. Gonna come down here and tell her, don't be afraid to say nothing. You ain't gotta be afraid to say nothing. Say it with your chest. But why you ain't say it with your chest?
that you got some kids, grown ass kids, sir. Girl, y'all see this criminal defense attorney? Y'all see this? Y'all see what she got to deal with? You ain't gonna win with this attorney, girl. And he got 33 years of life on your ass. So he also know how to play with your head too, girl. B.I.T. This is a mess. I'm hollering. He tells her about his kids. He says his daughter is the same age as her, and she gonna trip because she's very protective of him. But he got a son that's 23 years of age. So she like, well, what is the situation with the kids or the mom of the kids or whatever like that? So she said mothers. So it sounds like it may be two, but I don't know if it's more than one or not. But either way, he said they're not the best of friends, but listen, they cool, they get along or whatever. She said, okay, so would you be okay with never having kids? Which confirms she don't want no more kids. I knew she didn't want no more kids, right? In my personal. And so he was like, well, if I never have any more kids, it's because I'm never in a serious relationship. She said, okay, but you want to be in a serious relationship. So are you saying that you want more kids? And he's like, pretty much, yeah. Right? But I feel like he is telling her what he thinks she wants to hear about kids because she's 27. She's not being open and saying, I don't want no more damn kids. Or I don't want any kids. I'm sorry, because she doesn't have any. I think that she doesn't want any. I think she need to be clear about that. And I feel like him at the age of 60, he just saying whatever he want to say to her. And you know what? I feel like also it could be a situation of Jorge has gotten it so damn wrong in his life. Okay. He probably got 2 failed relationships, 2 failed marriages or whatever, which is how he got them 2 kids. Or maybe he had that one love of his life that he effed over and it didn't work. And I feel like him being at the age of 60 and still desiring to have a child, it could be because he wants to fix the error that he had years ago and actually have like a wife, you know, a serious relationship, have a child and try to do it right from that standpoint. So it's either that or he's telling her whatever the hell it is that he thinks she wants to hear in this moment. Well, it seemed like they on the same page now because Jorge then came back and said, you know, I'm all about my partner though at the end of the day. Okay. So now he changing his mind now. Okay. Now it could be that he's still trying to say whatever it is she wants to hear. And obviously it worked because he's like, his partner is the most important thing to him. So if she says that she doesn't want any kids, then he's cool with that too. Right? So which still confirms to me that he was just saying whatever in the beginning. He was saying what he thinks was appeasing her. And as he saw more of her concern on her face, that's when I think he switched it up to, but if you don't want kids, like that's fine as well. So which one is it? Like, I don't know. These two right here, it's something about it. It's something about y'all a little shaky for me, huh? Y'all a little shaky for me, but either way, she was so happy that he said whatever he said that she leaned in and gave him a kiss. Okay, Miss Celibate, Miss I'm Celibate is the most affectionate, but you know, maybe hey, it can exist. I could just because I'm affectionate and I want to hug and kiss, don't mean that I want to hunt. So okay, then girl, do what you do. Side note, I freaking love this book that Derek pulled out for Pfeiffer. I love it. I love it because I was thinking about taking a lot of my son's pictures that I've taken on my phone, my husband's phone, and put them in his like, you know, like do like his first year little book like that, do a second year or whatever like that. Like I need to go ahead and get that happening. But I love this little holiday book that he has. It's super, super cute. Let me say this because I'm over here looking at Derek and I'm looking at, I'm sorry, not Derek, but Chris and Leah. And Leah feels a way that he did not share with her that he kissed Vanessa. And although I feel like it's not that big of a deal, I'm going, but my mind is going back to when he gave her that massage and she asked him, who else have you given a massage to? And so he avoided answering the question. So I feel like that is a red flag and that's a problem. Like, just say it, right? Because you are on a journey of getting to know other people and something, it's going to require certain actions from you to get to know those other people. So if you gave somebody else a massage, it is what it is. She going to have to deal with that. But at the same time, why are you asking him? Who else were you massaging? Who else did you massage before me type thing? And it's like, hey man, chill out. Chill out. I don't know. Some part of me gives some form of insecurity that you got to be asking about that. It's like, just worry about what y'all doing for the moment. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you were saying, is there anyone else here that you're actively pursuing outside of me? Understanding that pursuing can come with feeling, kissing, touch, and rubbing, maybe, potentially, right? So I don't know. That little thing just stuck out to me that I'm kind of like, are you going to show that you're a very insecure woman as we continue this process? But I do feel like, yes, hold his feet to the fire and let him know how, because you have to teach people how to treat you. So in the beginning, let him know how to move with you. Like, I like that she said, I don't want to feel like I'm on this journey by myself or anything. So
I feel like I was in the dark. You didn't tell me this or that. So let me know. So that is his fault as well. But then I'm just like, girl, why you worried about that? He ain't choose the person. He over here with you. But anyway, okay. Okay, I could be wrong about Logan. Miss Vanessa over here asking him all these damn questions while they over here in the pool, because Vanessa love a pool, honey. I like how he's handling her because she's getting on my damn nerves. She's really in her head about this age thing and concerned about what his friends may say. You think they're gonna joke on you? You think they're gonna say this and that? He's like, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, and I don't give a damn. Like, that's the energy that he has. Like, but I appreciate him telling her, like, your feelings are valid, and it's cool, whatever the case is. But it's like he slick want her to shut the hell up. But I like how he's handling it because she is doing it a whole lot. Like, can we lie about my age? Like, can I say I'm 39? He's like, no, we don't have to do that. Do I need to get Botox? Do I should have lip filler? And he's like, she's like, you don't like girls like that? He's like, no, I don't like, you don't have to do that. Like, girl, she does look great though. With her hair up like this, it makes her look younger actually with her hair up. But Vanessa, baby, calm down, okay? Wait. John and Teresa over there getting there. Yeah, I'm talking about getting. Yeah, I'm talking about any. Okay? I'm talking about any. Like, oh my God, tell me what you want. He said, I want you. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, we really hearing all of this? So, Teresa, is it really? Take me through there. Take me through there. Like, is he taking you through there? This is great. Okay, girl. And another thing, y'all producers, y'all wrong as fuck. Because these kids ain't trying to watch this show and hear their mama up here moaning. I can't. Girl, please. My girl, Teresa, is glowing. I love it, though. I'm not going to hold y'all. I love it. Teresa is hot. You better go ahead, mama. 54. We love to see it. My girl is smiling, cheesing ear to ear. Clearly, John got in there and did something right, honey, girl. I cannot believe it. Did Teresa get her groove back? Okay. Come on, Stella. Jorge over there talking to Viall, right? And he's talking about, the age that he's at with him being so much older than her. You would think that he's had all these relationships, but he hasn't, right? He hasn't had a lot of relationships, but he has had several long-term relationships. But her, on the other hand, she only had like one long-term relationship of like a year and a half. She hasn't had many relationships or done much dating, which is why I'm a bit surprised that she would still choose to be with this 60-year-old man. I don't know. We're just going to have to see how it play out. We'll just have to see what's going to happen. Meanwhile, you got John and Teresa over here. Teresa over here kind of acting like Vanessa, pressed about what everybody else is thinking about the age gap and them being around folks. Like, are you worried about and concerned about other adults coming up to us and this and that? Like, does it make you uncomfortable? What if somebody came up to me and asked like, oh, is this your son? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't care what them people is thinking. Like, they don't matter to me at all. All right. And you being so concerned about it is not going to stop it from happening. Like, it's just going to happen. I like his thoughts about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, like, it is what it is. We're here now. But she is, of course, I get it. I do get it for Vanessa and for her, because as Teresa stated when they were revealing the ages, she said something about, older women dating younger guys isn't something that's as, well received by society. They are coming around, but, it's more common for older men to be with younger women, and it seems like they get praises for that versus the other way around. Okay. So I do understand that, but she was like, listen, if he was just a few years older than my child, like, we would be good. But she's thinking about how her 29-year-old is going to react to all of this. And not even just that, really her whole family, like, damn, you date somebody that's the same age or right up there with your older two kids. So, but I feel like when her kids meet John, they're going to see that, damn, he overly mature for his age. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. They may notice that, but then the age may still get in the way for them. But I feel like they're going to see the difference in how mature he is. But let's keep going. I knew this was going to be an issue. I knew this was going to be something with Viall. And it's not really an issue for real. But she's saying one thing and her actions are showing something else, right? So Jorge is calling out the fact that she's saying that she's celibate, but she's trying to be all touchy-feely, put her butt all up on her, want to cuddle up and all this and that. So she want him to try her. So it's like, I don't fault him for being like, what is the goal? What are we trying to accomplish here with your celibacy? Like, what's the reason behind it? Like, where are we going with this? And I feel like those questions he's asking isn't just for himself, but for her. Because a lot of times I think people just adopt that way of thinking based on what they see other people do on social media and think that whatever worked in their favor, doing that very thing may be helpful for them. And that may not always be the case. I don't know. I'm not saying she shouldn't be celibate, but I just want to know more too about her reasoning and what are you expecting to get out of this? What led you down to be in the road of, or in the space of celibacy? I feel like for her to not have dated much, so she says, and she's only had one serious relationship and that lasted for a year and a half, but she hasn't really dated a lot of people, period. It just makes me think to myself, and even though you're dating, it does not come with sex, but I would think that she hasn't had sex with a lot of people. So I'm just interested in knowing what made you want to go down the route of celibacy. Were you also celibate with that last person as well? Like, what was the breakdown of that? Because a lot of people that decide to be celibate, that's because they've dated different people, or at least from what I've seen of the people being celibate. They've dated quite a few people over the past few years. They may have engaged in sex or whatever a bit earlier than what they were expecting to, and they all got the same results afterwards, right? So now they're like, okay, let me pull back. Let me really focus on getting to know somebody for them. And let's take sex out of the equation or whatever. So I want to know more. You know what I'm saying? Because like, she don't seem to be that experienced. So then what led you down the road to be celibate? And then what are you looking to achieve in this all at the same time? So now I'm starting to question and feel like, is Viall also holding some stuff back as well? Like, what's going on? But okay. Honey, Teresa and Vanessa so messy, child. But they sitting over here having them a glass of wine, chit-chatting about their connections, honey. And of course, you already know Vanessa gonna ask Teresa about her hunching on that man. And Teresa confirmed that they did get it in and they been having a good old time, okay? Meanwhile, Vanessa a little sour because she like, girl, we ain't even getting that, okay? I'm not getting all of that extraness that y'all giving, and I'm a little concerned. I don't know if, he's taking a step back in a sense because, or if he's showing up with me because one of the age gap situation, or if that's his personality. And I feel like it could be a little bit of both. And obviously the producers talked to him and he had a switch though. So I don't know what's his true personality or not. Because he was giving real bland in the beginning, and then all of a sudden he's all into her, and then when they're talking and she's more concerned about the ages, he isn't as much. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. But she feel like the affection is not there. They not hunching or none of that. And baby, Teresa had to tell her, honey, if I was in your shoes, child, I just ripped the Band-Aid off. For real, we too grown for all of that. Okay, you might have to go ahead and get up in there, okay, and take him through there. It might have to be on you. Stop sitting around waiting on him. Okay? And he also could be just moving to a pace of where he wants to just respect you and not go too far with it. Possibly. So I'm kind of with Teresa a little bit, I guess. Maybe try it and see how the hell he responds to it. But child, these ladies over here, they a mess. Wait, so they got these couples housed in Vancouver? Okay, so I feel like some of that kind of makes sense as to why the apartments are so small, possibly. Right? But then also at the same time, where the hell are they originally from? Are they not from any part of the United States? And see, that's the other thing I need to know where these people are from, because that's another layer that's going to affect the connection. You already got the age, you got whether or not they got kids, and then where the hell do they live at? Child, this is gonna be interesting. Child, it's so funny to sit up here and watch Libby and Andrew talk about his soccer career, right? Because of course I guess he decided to leave, whatever the situation was. He was like, I guess, a pro player for like a brief amount of time. He talks about disappointing his dad, and Libby actually gives some mature sound advice, about everybody likely at some point disappointing their parents. Okay, not going in the direction that they may want them to go, and he may face that at some point with his daughters or whatever. But he got to focus on himself, whatever. So she gave some sound advice or whatever. But to hear him talk about his career, even though it's for he says he kind of feels a bit regretful or whatnot, it's so different than the other dude that was on Love is Blind this season. Alex, I think it was, talking about the career. And then you got because obviously Andrew has been able to move on. It don't seem like Alex was able to move on so quickly. But also, he mentions it something about like David Beckham and another soccer player that he has like a crush on or whatever, that he would fangirl over if he ever met him. Meanwhile, Alex over there on Love is Blind talking shit about everybody. I said, child, if this ain't a bitter Betty here,
Okay. But all in all, I feel like this is the first serious conversation, in my opinion, that's without the joking and hee-hee-hawing and the bantering and all of that. This is like the first time that I'm seeing Libby and Andrew have like a real serious, genuine conversation. Vanessa done finally told old boy Logan that she does not feel like he's attracted to her or anything like that. And of course he's denying it, saying, obviously I'm attracted to you. Well, obviously she doesn't know that because that's not the energy that you're giving. Okay, he says that she's attracted and all this and that, and they're going back and forth about that. And then she said something about how it's not that we gotta, basically he's not as affectionate with her and stuff. He's like, we cuddled, and she's like, well, I feel like I'm the one that has to get I have to initiate most of the affection. And the whole cuddling thing, I feel like I've done that more with my friends than I've done that with you. Like my homegirls, I may cuddle them more than you and I have cuddled or whatever, right? And so, so they're talking about that, going back and forth, and she's like, oh, well, we don't have to, like, it's not like we have to have sex on the first night. He's like, well, that's what it sounds like. I'm like, exactly. Okay, that's what it sounds like. And you just literally sat up here and told Teresa that, I wonder if everybody else is having sex, because I'm not. Like, you're a horn dog. Just get it off your chest and just say that. Say everything that's on your damn mind of what it is that you want. But I also feel like he flipped up too, or switched up, because it's like, first of all, you deny all of the stuff that she was telling you. Right? That you're not affectionate, you're not this and that. Oh, we cuddled, oh, we did that. Obviously, I'm attracted to you. Obviously not, sir. Right? And so when she calls your card, then he want to sit up here talking about something. Oh, well, I just want to get to know you for you, and I just want to, respect you for you. And boy, shut the hell up. Yeah, I don't think he's that attracted to her. And like I told y'all, and I'm going to say it again, he got in touch with one of the producers, okay? Either that, or he started seeing how things were flowing. And he decided to go in there and lay it on thick because he wanted to continue this process. Not so much as continue this process with her for real, but just, be a part of the process for the show. Child, let me tell y'all something. Love is Blind, Love Island. Y'all love this song called Is This the End? Girl, y'all love that song. Okay? I don't know who that person is or if it's different songs of Is This the End? Because, baby, they is making a cute sync coin off of y'all. All right? The way y'all be wearing this damn song out. But either way, they're up there talking, and he says that he doesn't want to, I guess, move too fast or whatever, because he feels like a flame that burns too quickly goes out fast, or whatever the case is, right? I understand him, and I can appreciate a bit of what he's saying, wanting to take things a bit slow and all of that. But I also feel like it's just, he lying. All at the same time, I don't feel like he's fully attracted to her. And she tells him, listen, at the end of the day, I just don't want to feel like this is like a friendship. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving a friendship. All right. So I don't know. And with that being said, when I look at it, Vanessa, you should have went with Chris. Chris was giving you all that you needed, all that you wanted. But then I do understand you feeling like y'all should take y'all time, and how you were saying that, in your past, dealing with guys like that, it ended very quickly, which is very interesting as I'm talking about it. Because, Vanessa, you said when you were talking to Chris and y'all were kissing and everything, you felt the ick the next morning, right? And this man's giving you the passion and all of that. But then you told him he's okay with you can let him get to know other people. Like, if you want to do that, because for you, it was giving red flags. And in the past, guys that you've moved too quickly with, in the past, it ended up ending much sooner. So you were trying to avoid that. So now you get with this guy who's not moving so damn fast with you. Okay. And now you're concerned because I guess you don't think that he wants you. So I don't know, girl. I don't know what to tell you, because it seemed like you want something different, but do you really? It don't seem like you want much different, okay? So you ain't no different than Andrew. So with that being said, girl, you probably should have chose Chris. But Chris over there having him a good old time with Leah, because I'm sure they over there hunching it down. Okay, but either way, child, good luck. That's all that I got for this episode, child. I'm finna move on over to episode 5. Make sure y'all like up this video. Subscribe to the channel, honey, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.